Hello, chat. Hello. Hey, hey. Good morning. Hi. Hey, hey. Hi, Steffi. Hi, Marcio. Hi, Yuna. Hi, Zeno. How is everybody? Hey, hey. Oh, Lord, you can see the overlay. There we go. It's fixed now. Hey, hey. I'm doing well. I'm glad you asked. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing? Did I sleep well? Absolutely freaking not. But you know what? That doesn't even matter, because I went card shopping and I pulled another full art Stunfisk, so that's fun. Hi Mirage. Hi Mike. You have sent a Vugting thingy. Hold on. What did you send me? Whoop. Wait, where are you? Where am I seeing this? Ah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna vote. There we go. Ow! I'm dying from how EP I am right now. Dude, Yuna, how long have you been up for? That is my question of the hour. Chat. Are you all excited about the new Neon's Fake Dex update? Because I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to check that stuff out. If you haven't already, because and forgive me for this, but we did a midnight drop last night. Yeah, we do the cartoon on it. I think that'd be funny, Staffy. Let's see here. Yeah, well, we did the you up for around 12 hours, way too long. Is 12 hours too long? I feel like if you had asked me like 2 years ago, 12 hours would be too long. Nowadays, I'm just like, I want to stay up as long as possible and do as much stuff as I can. I don't need sleep. Did you see the fake mod showcase I did? I think so, yeah, that was the thing you uploaded, right? 12 hours is light work. 12 hours is not enough time. I'm constantly eeping, I could normally always eep. That's fair. It was funny. I liked it, Staffy. It was cool. But yeah, chat. I hope you guys have fun with the new update. Whether you do it whether you play with it on the server or in your own worlds. I do hope you guys enjoy it. I also am looking forward to see what you guys think of the changelog, because the changelog, not only is it scuffed as hell, but you know what? I like it. I think there's so much stuff, but like it's ridiculous. Neon, you're less than 40 mods away from completing the whole living dex. That's insane. Please teach how to model like you. Well, I have a tutorial series that teaches you how to model like me. Eh? And you have an iron hamster. I got an extra one. Oh, dang. That's crazy that you have one already. But chat. You know what I realized? Considering the fact that it is now August, that means that drum roll. My 1-year streaming anniversary is coming up soon. Yippee! Yippee! I don't know what to do for it, but I made sure to request work off that day just in case. Does anyone know how to get Windows running on your phone without breaking it? I can't say I do. I can't say I do, unfortunately. Chat, what should we do for the... I'm open for suggestions as to what we do for the 1-year streaming anniversary. Everyone throw Ribboys at Neon for the anniversary. You know what? Maybe that's something we'll do. We'll, like, discount Ribboys for the anniversary. That sounds fun, right? It's going to be unstoppable, just, like, splat noises. But yeah. Even the big one. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to do something. Boop. 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 Okay. But yeah, chat, since we're done with the update, we can go ahead and start working on the next one, finally. Also, this Pokemon you're gonna work on, I feel like it won't take nearly as long because it's Worm. Exactly. And that's the best part, is that hopefully I will be able to get this guy done. Because today, chat, as a matter of fact, I have already completed everything for this Pokemon. Look, he's right there. Oh, no, wait, no, the mustache, wait! Ah! I clicked on the right thing, hold on. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. Oh, it's on my hair. Ah! There we go. There we go, okay. You go on your Discord and go in fan art, you put a thing in there. I must drink water first. Okay. Hold on. Wait, Marcio, where are you in this. There we go. Oh, nice. Alrighty. Chat, I forget how to stream. It's been a hot second. Did you like the GIF? Yes, I did. It was very I liked it. It was very nice. It was very nice. Chat, can I be so for real with you? I forgot how to talk. What's wrong with the mustache? That's what I'm saying. I think it needs... There we go. I fixed it. Kind of. It, like, goes really high up now when I talk, and I don't know how I feel about that. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. I don't know what happened to it. It's just like that now. Because I clicked on it by accident. Chat, how do I stream? I forget. So, Neon, would you like to see the sheep? Sure, why not? Heck, Neon. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, the mustache is gone. Oh, well. I'm surprised Neon didn't add a custom type to this fake mon. Well, I don't want to add custom types. I'm fine with the 18 that we got. Not this fake mon, but this fake dex. That's fair. I feel like, I don't need custom types. I got everything else. I got custom abilities and custom moves, and that's enough for me. Chat, have you guys checked out Gemma Titan's new abilities? Because we completely overhauled his abilities. He gets 2 brand new ones. Can you put your sheep on stream? Maybe for a moment. If you were to add a custom type, what would you add? I would add the epic type. That's super effective to everything. The epic type, and is immune to everything. And it's epic. That's the type I would add. Because it's awesome. And freaking rad. Boop. Epic? Like Epic the musical. Freaking Epic the musical. Yeah. That's just XD Gale of Darkness Shadow moves. Yeah. And Pokemon Uranium, radioactive, radioactive. What's it called? What's it called? What's the type called in Pokemon Uranium? It's not like, it's like radio. It's not like super verbose, if I remember correctly, because it's not radioactive type. That's stupid. It's like I don't remember. See the sheep? Wait, the sheep is cute. Look at it. Chat. Radioactivity. Something like that. Hold on. Check DMs. I've sent an anniversary idea. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, that's what you... Okay. You said Fakemon Museum in chat. I didn't know exactly what you were referring to. Boop. I don't know how I want to build this guy. Nuclear type. Thank you, Mirage. That's what it is. I was like, no way they called it, like, uranium type. Can you show it to chat? Sure. I've also never played Uranium. I keep forgetting that hack exists. I don't even think it's a hack. I think it's just a full-on fan game. Boop. 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 Let's see here. How do I do this? Chat. Why have I forgotten how to stream? Ah! I legit had to look up the evolution from that game to remember the type. Yeah, I remember Nucleon. Boop. Look at this thing that Marcio made. It's a Lamball from Pal World. The things that I played soccer with. You're so close to finishing the models for all your Fakemon, but you've ran out of friends to convert. Well, now you just have to do your enemies. But anyway, there's Lamball. Another Ribboy. Yeah, another Ribboy variant, obviously. Who would you be if you didn't make another Ribboy, you know? Let's see here. Me have enemies. I have none. I have no enemies, chat. Not even the people I ban are my enemies. They just kind of annoyed me once. Or like broke rules. Or were bots, you know. Boop. Let's see here. I think I want to make his head this big. Whoop. Maybe a little taller. No. No. Like that, you know? Is it okay to use Google to do the coding of the Fakemon? I mean, yeah. This is... I mean, it's there to help you. You're planning to make 2 more in your next one? Although I could start on that new one now. You should make it now. I mean, how do you think I learned how to make Fakemon? Do you think I just, like, magically, like, figured it out on my own? No. I use the Cobblemon wiki, which is a great resource, and anybody who wants to do anything with Cobblemon and custom Cobblemon should use the Cobblemon wiki, because it's very informative. Boop. Let's see here. I want to do this. Boop, boop. I need to think of a good region name based on viruses and cures. The Corona region. Obviously. Whoop. Maybe something like that. I think something like that would be nice. So this is Neon's Caterpie. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Well, he kind of looks like Caterpie, I'll admit. But no. No. No, you'll get canceled. You don't know that. Whoop. Let's see. I think I want to make the eyes like this. forward a little bit. Like that. There we go. Boop. That'll be how the eyes look. Isn't that Rufant being the, like, regional bug? Yes, Rufant is the regional bug. Corona, like the sun? No, that's raw. Yeah, look at my last chat message. In Discord or where? Or in Twitch chat? I see you said Bazinga. You must make the ice decks, or then the ice shall be like the other Pokemon typings. Huh. I did see you saying something about like an ice type dex. I wasn't entirely sure because I didn't read the entire conversation. But I did see that. Boop. Alright, now I group this and say this is head. Now, I think I'm going to model this in a very stupid way. Yeah, okay. Pokemon ice types in the regional dex is depressive and funny. It's 69 ice types in total. Dang. That's a whole lot of ice types. Let's see here. I want to do... It's going to be weird formatting the body because I don't want to build the model like this. I want to build it in a straight line, kind of. So I'm thinking I do something like this. Boop. And then we make it like 4. Boop. Boop. Like that. You see what I'm kind of thinking here? And then each segment will become like slightly bigger. Boop. I don't know if I like that. Maybe if I do... Hold on, we're gonna bring somebody in real quick. We're gonna bring in Weedle. How does Weedle do it? He's got segments. They're 5 long. And that's like 6, I think. But this guy's head is way bigger than Weedle's, so I don't know how I feel about that. 103 fighting types total, 102 bug type total. Oh, you're talking about in the actual decks. Okay, never mind. I didn't, for some reason I had a brain fart. I didn't, like, realize what you were talking about. Boop, boop, boop. What if I do this? Let's see. This is going to be confusing, but we're going to trust the process. 3. And then it's the reason why you want to make an ice-based fake dex. Dion, what's up? What's up, Marcio? Worst case, the model can be shrunk later. Yeah, that's usually what ends up happening with the bug types. Because, like, I kind of want to make this front one, like, smaller. Just, like, by a tiny bit. You know what I mean? And then I, like, center it. And then we move it all forward like this. Right? But then it's like, it looks weird. I don't know how I feel about it. And I'd want it to pivot from the bottom one, not the top. I'd want it to pivot from back here. Ice type did change Ash's way of thinking about life in a Pokemon for the rest of the series. What does that mean? When did this happen? Did I miss that episode? Whoop. 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 We're gonna do head, goes down like that. Whoop. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Wait. Like this. Boop. Something like that. Ash and Greninja, the gym leader of Ice. The full-on killed Greninja like it was nothing. See, I didn't watch that season, so I don't know, but I believe it. Boop. And boop. And then as for this, I think I want to make it a little longer in the back. Boop-a-doo. Kubrick activated Hero Brian mode? What are you talking about? I should work on one for my packs, but I don't feel like it right now. Do it! You have to. Go on Discord. Oh, yeah. That happens when the shader's too bright. You just gotta change the shaders and fix the shaders. Alright, so here's our worm body, anyway. Boop. I got to make the segments now. Boop. Body 1. And yes, we're going from the back. Boop. This can be body 2. And then group elements, body 3. Oh, excuse me. To use cubes for the shaping of the model and not of the idle pose. Yeah. Welcome back, Zeno. Hi, Kato. How are you? Neon, I figured out how to make emissive textures less intense. Yes, I saw you talking about that. I was like, cool idea. However, I will not, because I'm dumb and I don't need none of that. You go in. Okay. And then this can be body 4. Body 4. Boop. And then head that goes there. Worm. Literally just lower the opacity. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with opacity. This worm might end up being really dumb looking, by the way. Like, hold on. I'm going to pivot you at what point exactly? Also, the entire thing is off center, by the way. So that's another thing. Boop. Nope, not that way. Wait, no, it's not. Am I dumb? Wait, yes, I am dumb. These are off center. There we go. And then we take body 1 and we move it, we scooch it like that. There we go. Now it's centered. No, it's not. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Now? Okay. Now it's centered. There we go. It takes 2 seconds in any art program that can handle it. I know. I still don't like I still don't like low opacity stuff in this, because especially in Blockbench, because it's so weird to deal with. I don't know. I just don't like it. But if you do use it, then that's completely fair. And I understand. Also, I'm gonna do this. Body 2 can be negative 0.01. Body 3 can be negative 0.01. Body 4 can be negative 0.01. And head can be 0.04. There we go. I just duplicate the base of my add-ons and remove all the JSON files, so rename the 4 models to the names of my Fakemon. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that because that can cause like file mess ups to do. I would recommend just making a brand new thing for every Pokemon. Boop. Also, what is this? Like, come on, man. There we go. 2. I don't like when it does that, and it just, like, completely throws off, like, the center of the model just because of some, like, a weird decimal point. It's irritating. To figure out when I noticed one of the textures was a little painful to look at with its gold. That was me when I originally made Mascoon. I have screenshots of Mascoon where his eyes are just like bright white. And it is funny, but it's not practical. You know what I mean? Let's see here. This is not centered even a little bit. Boop. 0, 0. I want to move this up a little bit, like to there. Boom. Like that. And then we do the same thing here. Chat, you know what I was doing before stream today? I was literally just sat here, just like setting stuff up and listening to Dance Delightful on repeat. That's such a good song. It's so good. I wish I could play it on stream, but I don't want to get, like, DMCA'd. You know what I mean? Then this one, we can kind of just... I don't understand why it's defaulting the middle of the model to, like, partly skewed. I don't get that. Yeah, and I still want to know, I tried to load a resource pack, but it just sent a message, failed to reload resource packs. How to fix? In order to fix that, you gotta check latest.log. You gotta try to install it, and then you gotta run latest. You gotta take latest.log, and you gotta look at it, and it'll tell you what's wrong. That looks about right. And then head. Boop. I've noticed that happens sometimes for some reason, and I've never figured out why. Like, the failed to load resources. In order to figure out why, you have to check latest.log. Boop. How do I see the log? You go to .minecraft, and then go to logs, and then scroll all the way down to latest.log. Boop. Pose. I just want to see if I can make this look decent. That's not right at all. You know what? I'm making this body pale. Or body back, right? The middle of the model being not the middle of the model. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Your internet is really bad now right now, and I can't watch a stream when it's basically a slideshow for me. I'm gonna draw something in my sketchbook and then head to bed. Have a great stream, everyone. Alright, Mike, sorry your internet's being mean, but I hope you have a good night, okay? And thanks for tuning in regardless. 2 and 3. And then we're gonna group this. Group elements, we're gonna call this body. Whoop. So now I can do, oh no, I don't like that actually. Well, do I? I actually don't know. Whoop. Like that. You see what you kind of see what I'm going for here? This is kind of the vibe. Whoop. And then this goes down a little bit. And then this can go like that. You can kind of see it, you know? Even after resetting the thing to 0, 0. Whoop. You don't know how to do it? What, you don't know how to open your .minecraft folder? Whoop. Chat, how does this look? What are we thinking? What are we thinking for this? Is it peak or not? Is it tough or not? Boop. Zero. 0.01. This can be 1. 1. No, wait, hold on, I'm dumb. Hold on. It's peak, it's tough but peak. Yeah. Whoop. Alrighty. I'll tell you what, I think his head's too small. I think his head needs to be bigger. That's what I think, at least. I think I need to extend his face and then take his eyeballs. Whoop. Or make it a little bigger. Actually, I don't know if I want to make his eyeballs bigger. Boop. Boop. And then we take the head and we move it forward a little bit. That's more like it. I dig that a whole lot more. However, actually I don't. I take it back. I lied. Chat, I lied. You also have the idea of using the concepts of horror media / creepypastas to make them friendly but cursed as possible. That would be fun. Next, we're gonna make the hat. What if I use the idea of Digital Circus and make it not friendly and more creepy type? I don't know. It seems interesting. I'll say that. Boop. I want him to have like a soldier hat. That's the thing. And I don't know how I'm gonna go about it. Because I definitely want like that. You know what I mean? This kind of a vibe. Whoop. And then it'll go like a little lower. Sorry, too many ideas, so little time. I mean, hey, you've got all the time you want. You got all the time in the world. You can just like, bam, 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 you know? I think I need to fully model the inside of the hat, which sucks. But hey, it has to be. If it has to be done, it has to be done. We can just do that. Whoop. The hat's gonna be the hardest part because I want it to be like dynamic. I want it to be able to like, you can take it off type deal. But I also want it to be like high effort. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm saying really. Boop. Duplicate like that. And then we can resize to here. Like this. And like this. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe I make the brim a little bit wider. Or maybe that's good, actually. Hold on, chat. Does that work? No, it doesn't. It almost works, but it doesn't. Also, whatever the heck is happening here. Why is this overlapping? Hello? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, why is that happening, actually? Oh, I know why, never mind. It's because that's wrong. Okay, and then at the top, we can kind of just... How do I want to do this? Whoop. No, that's too thin. We can do this, and then what I can do is I can bring this up. Whoop. Yeah. How about the name of 404 decks? It works. Boop, and then we do this and this. And then we dupe again, like that. And then we bring all this down by 1. Now he's got a bull on his head, chat. Look at that. And then we can select all of it and we can name it hat. So now he can take the hat off. Whoop! And he's bald underneath. You know what I mean? And then when you look inside the hat, it's nothing crazy. But he normally just wears it and it makes his eyes look all serious and whatnot. You know what I mean? I think it's a cool design. Me personally, I think it's neat. We're going to put it in the head group. So when he wears it, he looks like that. Eehee! There we go. I think we're absolutely getting somewhere with this design. I am a big fan. Group, and then we have to group all of the legs. Group, group, group. This can be left leg front. Oops. Left leg front. Hi Jay, how are you? Neon, I feel kind of sad that no one to discuss with me about team build. You can, if you look online, there's guaranteed like a ton of different things on like team building and whatnot. Like if you literally just search like Cobblemon, not even Cobblemon, just like Pokemon competitive team building, like I'm sure you'll find like a bajillion things, you know what I mean? Leg middle, like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm no team builder, right? I've used, like, all of the teams on the server that I've used have been pulled off the internet and just recreated in Cobblemon. So, I think the only team that I've made that's competitive that, like, works even a little bit in recent memory is my one from Champions, and even that's, like, not perfect. But I don't think it has to be perfect, you know? I don't think there is a perfect team. Boop. Right leg middle. So I've come up with a name for the region of my next Pokemon project. Crimson, how many regions do you have? That's my question. Boop, like that. And then I have to center the pivots. I'm also gonna move them inward like this. Boop. Boop. And then left middle, boop. Left front, right front, boop. The Eclipse era region based on friends in this new one. I am not in a competitive part of Pokemon. That's valid. Like, competitive is not, absolutely not for everyone. Like, chat, have you seen the reviews for Pokemon Champions of people, like, pretending like it's a mainstream game and people are like, where's the story? Where is the overworld? Why is this game sucks? The RNG always, it always matches you with someone who can counter you. And it's like, it's just like, you know what? Maybe that's just a skill issue. If every team can counter you, then maybe you just have a bad team. You know what I mean? One for one game and one for other if they were games. Oh. The Snowfall region is a good name, Staffy. I like that one. It sounds relaxing. Alright, time to add 2D textures. I need to make his little fang on his head. Whoop. Hello? Oh, I'm moving the pivot point. I'm like, where is it? Where did it go? Boop. Like this. Boop. Boop. You know what? I actually have an idea for this. Hold on. Check this out. I'm gonna make big old thing around probably that big. That looks about right. Whoop. 0.5, 0.5, like that. And then we're gonna center the pivot. We're gonna move the pivot here and down, right? Wait, no, it needs to be here. And then this one needs to be here. I think that's correct. And then we rotate 20. 20. No, maybe not 20. Maybe like... No, it's got to be like that at least. You know what I mean? I will use Pokemon Showdown. Chat, I really like Pokemon TCG. Duplicate. I'm going to rotate it back. Like that. And then we're going to do this. Boop. And then we simply have to line it up here. Boop. You see the idea I'm going for? Wait, no, that's not right. 8.5. Man, is it okay if I ask for you to help me on an idea I have thanks to your server and some other things? I don't know how much help I'll be. Whoop. I don't like that. Hold on. It needs to be more like this. Boo doo 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 doo. Doo doo. Maybe? Do you making a Minecraft server just for an art museum? The artists can share their skills on the museum. Well, if it's just a Minecraft server, you can look up how to do that. I mean, I'm sure me trying to tell how to make a Minecraft server while on stream doing this is not going to go over very well, because I'm not going to be able to explain it very well. But there's like plenty of resources out there for doing that. Ask me how I know. Head thing. There we go. Boop. Chat, what do you think of his head thing? I think it's pretty neat. And then it'll go on his head. Whoop. And then the pivot point for head thing can be not whatever this is, because this is hideous. Ooh dee doo 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 doo. And it'll be back like that, you know? He's silly looking. So I like your creature. Thank you, thank you. I also like Madob a whole lot. I think he's a very fun design. I think he's coming along super nicely, actually. Posture check. You know what? Valid. I'm slouching a little bit. Excuse me. Let's see here. Squish him. I don't know. I would definitely have this Pokemon as a pet. You know where he would spawn, chat? I know exactly. Dude, I know exactly where this guy would spawn. He would spawn in Trail Ruins. That's where this guy would spawn. Like with all the suspicious gravel and like the clay pottery and like the buried like rooms. You know what I'm talking about? The places where you get relic. This is where you would find that guy, this guy. Because he's like, he makes like pottery and stuff out of clay, so it makes sense. He'd spawn in fish. You know, maybe if he's in this layout, I don't know if he... I'm having too much fun. What am I talking about? No, I'm not. I need to have more fun. Maybe you find them in other areas where you can find sherds. Yeah. Maybe. How many areas can I make him spawn in without it being completely ridiculous? Whoop. And then as for his little tail, I don't know what I want to do for it. Duplicate. Whoop. Like this. And then like this. Because he's got the little tail, right? And it kind of curves upwards, so I want to try and replicate that. I know the tail will not bend. The tail is not going to bend. It is going to be a static thing because it's like a sharp tool that he uses to carve with. However, I do have to group it. Tail 1. Why do I have caps lock? Go away! Maybe have him spawn in other areas where you find sherds, like Desert Temple. Ooh, Desert Temples is such a good point, especially because if you guys know this guy's middle evolution, that would absolutely spawn in a Desert Temple. He's literally, like, his cocoon stage is literally a clay pot. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Boop, boop, boop. This right here can be tail 2. I need to center the pivot and move it back to here. What is happening here? Hello? 11. There we go. And then these two can duplicate. Nope, not duplicate. Group. Tail 3. Center pivot. Whee! Like this. Desert pyramids, desert wells, and trail ruins. All the, like, not ridiculous places I could find for the wiki on them. Yeah. I like all those ideas. Tail 4. Although, I don't know how I feel about, like, I don't know. Maybe he's an all climates Pokemon. I don't know. I'm like thinking in my head. I'm like, does it make sense? The 4th location is the ocean. I guess so, yeah. He's a pretty omni-climate Pokemon. Dude. Dude, you don't want to mess with me when I'm using my Minecraft Omni client. I can join every server at once. Boop. And boop. I want to make the tail slightly smaller. Boop. I don't know why. It's just, I feel like it's too long right now. Boop. Boop. This seems better. Will it actually be? We're about to find out. You go there, you go there, and you go there. Boop. We're gonna do 25, 25, 25. No, it needs to be more than 25. It needs to be like... it needs to be like... Yeah. We need 15 more. 15. 15. Whoop. Oh, not like that. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I take it back. Also, what's happening here? Why is there gaps between them? Do you guys see the gaps between them? Whoop. There's like gaps between these. Maybe a rare village spawn? Maybe. Not entirely sure about that, but it's possible. Let's see. 35. 35. 35. There's no longer gaps between them. So it's fine. Although, I think I want to do this, and then that. I think that'll look much better. Nope. That's not right. Gaps like golden apples? Dude, you're so right, Yuna. Holy crap. This guy spawns everywhere that a golden apple spawns. Alrighty. I think that works. Maybe it'd be a little higher up, though. Tail. You need to be attached to... Hi, Neko. How are you? Tail would be attached here. So it'd be like that. Yeah! 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 He's so silly looking! And then I'm going to rotate this back to 0. Boop. How are you doing? Also, if you don't respond and you're just lurking, that's fine too. Because I did read that and then I didn't parse it in my head. Anyway, here is our Mudob model. We're like nearly done. I think we just gotta add teeth and then it's like done. Add, wait, I want to see the Minecraft player next to it. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to scale this down, but look at him! Because look at Weedle, too. Weedle's also very big, so it's understandable. I'm a very big fan of this model. You're doing good. You were just feeding the rats. Nice. Nice. Stretch. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I need to hire you to make a skin, like a Minecraft skin? Maybe. I maybe could do that. Diddly-doo. Where's the head's pivot point? Right there? I might move it back a little bit. No, I might, hold on. Head pivot point. Like there. There we go. That's better. How do you think this bug would taste? Oh, I don't know. Also, Neon, someone actually sniped your stream. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Am I being stream? Wait, how would you even stream snipe me? I'm doing like nothing online. What? Also, holy crap, can we congratulate Mirage for the 30-day stream streak? Holy crap, the 30 that's a whole month of watching Neon. Holy crap. Chat, I don't know about you, I feel like that deserves a VIP. What the heck? That seems that's insane. W Mirage, that's what I'm saying. Whoop. I like almost didn't catch that. That's crazy. Let's see here. And there's ads. You got 31. Wait, Yuna, do you have 31? Oh. So here's the thing, Yuna. I would also VIP you, but I can't VIP and mod you at the same time. Slash VIP dark. Mirage. Boop. Four. No, that's fine, Steffi. I'm terrible at catching my friends' streams. It's so bad. Like, I don't know. And I cope and I blame Kato because Kato started streaming earlier, which means that they stream while I'm at work now. And then by the time I get off work, they stop streaming, so I can't catch Kato's streams, and it makes me so sad. But yeah, W Mirage, that's crazy. Neon is a rare appearance in his mind, but I love when I see it. Oh. Ah! That actually got me. That was whoever did that. Oh dang, that was Mirage. You know what? You don't get VIP anymore. I'm taking it back. That free. Okay. But Neon, enjoy that scary looking game. You said you were you said you were arranging something. Yeah, you can DM it to me. I don't mind. I'll take his VIP. Anywho. Oh, you already sent it? Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I'll take a look at that after stream. I definitely will take a look at that after stream. Whoop. You were saving that for a special occasion. Dang, how many points do you have, Mirage? Well, did you? If you're interested after stream, do let me know. It's up to 8 people. Okay. Okay. Will do. But in the meantime, chat, I need to give this thing teeth. I've been procrastinating giving this thing teeth because I don't like giving things teeth because it's annoying. It's like singular pixels, and I don't know why, but I don't like how it clutters up my, my, like, sprite map. You know what I mean? Or my texture map. Now, should he have square teeth or sharp teeth? Because the square teeth are kind of funny. Like, if he just has that. Square. Because he could also have... Hold on. Oh, Lord. They're too long. Hold on. Boop. Boop. He could also have... pointy teeth like that, you know? Whoop. And then we could... Whoop. Whoop. Which one looks better? The square. If I make a funny mod using mCreator, will you add it to the Minecraft server? Probably not, but that's mainly because I don't like adding mods to the server because it requires that like everybody downloads like a new mod pack. And I already did that once recently, even though I said I wasn't going to, because I don't like doing that because I don't want to like trouble everybody. That goes for all mods, not just ones you make. Boop. But yeah. Now that you see it, you kind of like pointy. Yeah, I kind of like pointy too. It kind of speaks to me. But now that that's done, the model's basically finished, so that's pretty cool. We can also do this. Whoop. 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 And then what is happening here? Why is right leg back and tail in the same thing? Tail goes in body back. There we go. Whoop. Like that. Tail rotates at the right spot. And then 10 and 10. This is what we're looking at for Madob right here. Sorry for that. No, you're good. Alright, chat. It's everybody's favorite time. Coloring time. Also, I need to make an animation folder for Madob. Madob. Chat, how do you pronounce this guy's name? I need you guys to come up with this. Because I literally don't know. We kind of just wrote it. Vampy Caterpillar. Dude, imagine fusing this guy in Vampira. What would it look like? If only I was able to build like a pro on your server, but I can only in survival build like it's 1.12.2. Hey, and that's nothing to be ashamed of because I'm the same way. Ooh, get Neon out of here. Why isn't he here? Get him out of here. There we go. Boop. All right, time to paint. Create, nope, not create texture. Madob. And then we do confirm. Boop. Wow, this is a texture template. And then we can go to element. Boop, boop. And then we do boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, because his hat is like a million different things. That's why it's like that. Boop. And then we take the yellow, we do that, and we take the dark, and we do that. Nope, we do that. Boop, boop, boop. I do really like Madob's cut. What is happening here? Do you all see that? Why is that like that? Boop, boop. There we go. Chat, what do you think? I love this color scheme, by the way. And then for his eyes, we can do this, and then we can do that. Wait, that's sick. Holy crap. He looks so good. You forgot a foot, did I? Uh-oh. Stinky. Boop. But yeah, this is the base color scheme for him. And then when you take his hat off, he goes like this. Wah! And I honestly, I like that so much that you can just take his hat off and he looks goofy like that. Fun fact, actually. This is what Madob used to look like. Like, he used to not have a hat, so he just looked like this, and he was goofy as heck. But I gave him a pottery hat. But yeah, I like how it interacts with his eyes the most, because like when it's like this, he looks like locked in, but then he like goes wide-eyed. You know what I mean? Do you think he blinks like Probopass? Blink, blink, blink. Imagine I build an L-shaped towers and houses out of wood and quartz and name it the Luigi. What? Maybe make the death animation him losing his hat. Exactly. And the recoil animation, the hat goes like this. Like, in the recoil animation, I make it a primary instead of a stateful. And he goes, wee! Woo! You know what I mean? And that could be like his damage animation. His hat goes like, wee! 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 Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, it's time to start the shading. Okay, I have a question. Do these high contrast colors work in the actual model? No, that looks hideous. Okay, cool. The only hard part is that I can't really do this for his texture. Like, I can't really put a line here. And I'll show you why. You probably already know why, to be honest. But, like, it would be cool if I could do that. Like, add a little line to him. But as soon as you take this off, it looks stupid. So, I can't really do that. Even though it does look cool. You know, if I did, like, a different art style, this would be so sick if I just did, like, this. Like, a very simplified version of my art style. Whoop. You know? It reminds me of, like, Minecraft plastic texture pack, if you remember that from Legacy Edition. Let's see here. Whoop. That's a good color. That's not a good color. I've lost the plot. Let's hide the hat for now, I think. Where is hat? Hat we're gonna get rid of for the moment. He looks so goofy without it, though. Whoop. Hold on. Whoop. Whoop. Like this. Something like that, maybe? Ooh. I don't know. I feel like it needs like an in-between gray. I think the color is too dark. What? Wait, which color? Boop, boop, boop. Something like this. No, because it has to be like that. Boop. Ooh, wait, I kind of like... No, I don't. Boop. Maybe? The darkest color is way too dark. You mean the gray? What about when I put the hat back? I don't know. I kind of dig that. I kind of really dig. It makes it look very reflective. The dark gray. Hold on. How about I'll texture the rest of him and we'll see how we feel about it once we're done texturing like his face and whatnot. Whoop. Let's see here. Boop, boop. Like this. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Let's see. What if I do this? Colors. No, I don't like that. Boop. I also don't like that very much at all. No. That's nice though. Like that. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Yeah, give me building from an indie game series, like a TV cartoon. Let me build it in the Minecraft server. Weren't you gonna do Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated? Weren't you already gonna do that? Boop. And then, hold on. I want to give Weedle this texture. I need a reference. Chat, I need a reference. Pokemon. Weedle. Boop. Here he is. He's very surprisingly not that complicated. Like, he does not have nearly as much detail as what I am doing right now. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Mine has 1, 2, 3 colors. With there being 1 bright and 3 dark. What if I just do that then? Hold on. Boop. Like this, and then we do like this. I don't know. He just has like he's just got little details, you know? Whoop. And then we take the regular green and we kind of whoop. Now, like this maybe? Something like that. There we go. Okay, now I feel like we're getting somewhere. You were gonna try? Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, then why not just focus on that one first? Boop. Then we're gonna do that. Like this. And then we're gonna do that. And then we can do a little darker, more green. No, a little... No, wait, hold on. Like this color. No, like this color. Whoop. Boop. I don't know if I like that very much. It's too dark. There we go. I don't know. A lot of Pokemon use like this sort of coloring for when they have smooth skin, like this. I don't know how I feel about it. I've tried using it before, and it seemed to work a little bit well. Boop. Like this. And then like this. And then like this. And then like this. You know? Boop. I think this green is too bright. I want to make it a little darker. Ooh, yeah. I like that a whole lot more. Boop. Check that out. Check that out. I like that a whole lot. Whoop. No, not dark enough. Boop. And then, like, this. Okay. And then, like, that. Wait, I like that a whole lot. Wait, this is sick. I'm starting to like this texture. I'm starting to like it a whole lot. And then we can use... Wait, the darkest green actually works now. Check that out. I don't know how I feel about it in the back though. Wait, I kind of like that. No, I don't. Well, no. Is there a client like Matica for NeoForge? I have no idea. Chat, can we confirm or deny that? Whoop. Boop. Wait, it's a smiley face. I accidentally made a smiley face. What if I do this? Boop. There we go. So the top of his head looks like that. I really like that, actually. I think that's a very nice texture. Whoop. Now we just gotta do the nose. Whoop. Which the nose can look goofy. I don't care. Whoop. Like that. And then like that. Yeah, nice mon you got there. Thank you, thank you. Oops. And then we can do a little darker red at the bottom. Whoop. Boop, boop, boop. Like that. You know? Wait, it looks like a mouth now. Boop. Oh, no. Boop. Hold on, I want to get this color. That color is insanely deep. Neon, what's up, Marcio? What's up? Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna make this a little darker, I think. Yeah. And then like this. No, not like that though. I don't know about that actually. I feel like it was fine like this. Dude. Which means this should be a little brighter, like there. Yeah. And then this should be like here. Oops. Boop. Okay. Hi, Mirage. Wait, who are you saying hi to? You saying hi to me? Because I thought you were here. I thought you'd been here. Boop. And then boop, boop. Wait. Boop, boop, boop. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Hi to Marcio. You know what? Fair. That little goober about to bite me. He's don't bite. He's got the teeth aren't for biting, they're for crafting. Also, I really love the texture so far. It's so nice. Boop. I'm also gonna do this for the eyes. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Check that out. He only bite leaf. That's what I'm saying. Boop. Like that. I like the texture. Neon, can you see Treeper? What? What is Treeper? Boop, boop. Let me make a folder for Mudob's texture real quick. Boop. Okay. On Discord. Oh. Goofy looking. Silly little guy. Silly little guy. You can show if you want. Maybe later. At the moment, I want to continue working on this for the time. Whoop. I want to see how much work I can get done on Madob before stream ends today. Whoop. Like that, maybe? I think that works. Whoop. Alrighty. The texture is very good so far. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I think I'm doing pretty well on it. Next we hide the head. Like that. And then the in-between texture will be like this. Yeah! Whoop. Maybe like that. And then if I show the head again. Whoop. There we go. Boop. And then boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, and I gotta rest now because I wake up early in the morning today and I'm tired. Bye. Alright, well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and I'm glad you were able to tune in today. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, okay? Whoop. Alright, also, I realize now that I have to also make the clay pot hat. Whoop. Something like that, maybe? Whoop. Like this, like that. There we go. There we go. And then we take this color? Yeah. Whoop. Like this. Alright. I dig that. I dig that. And then here we can do this. And do 3 like this. And then 3 like that. And 3 like that. No. Boop, boop. Something like this. Whoop. There we go. There we go. There we go. Boop. That's not right. Boop, boop, like that. Alright. Ow. Who did that? Also, you didn't show your 2 friends. Oh, yeah! Dude, that completely slipped my mind. Chat, we gotta pause for a second. Chat. Whoop. We gotta pause for a second. Because, check this out, first of all. First of all, check out this fan art that Marcio made. I'll do Marcio first. Or not Marcio, Zeno. This is a sick picture, by the way. Whoop. Fun stuff. Whoop. Sorry, I'm saving it to my computer real quick. There we go. And then if we come here, boop, boop, opinion. I'll tell you my opinion once it's on screen. Chat, check out this picture that Zeno drew. It's freaking sick. Look at me. I get the sparkles and everything. Dude, I have so much more aura than I deserve in this image. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, thank you so much, Zeno, for this art. And then also, Staffy made a GIF, which I don't know if I... Oh, I can make it. Okay. I can download it as a GIF. A GIF. Boop. Question is, can I import it? Can I import it as an image in here? Boop. Yes, I can. This is what Staffy made. It's me making a Fakemon, and it's nice. It's cute. It's cute. It's kind of awesome. I really like this one. This is me right now, chat. Wait, this is me right now. Hello, Skella the Bones. Welcome in. Your modeler got a virus. Luckily, he saved a lot of his models. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad the models are safe. No one will pronounce GIF properly. I say it interchangeably to make both sides mad. He's doing boing boing hammer. But yes, this is me in the current present day. Can you believe it, chat? How far we've come? Honestly, respect that. It's funny. It's funny. I like it. But yeah, those were both the first one was Zeno and the second one was Staffy. Big shout out to them. Both awesome art. I like both of them a whole lot. Whoop. 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 Like that, and then like this. Whoop. And then we can do the bottom lip like that. Woohoo! And then... How did I do this on the other side? I did it like this. Now, can I use this cut? Can I get away with this? No, not even a little bit. Boop. We'll do there. Yeah. I like this color a whole lot. Like this. The spelling is dumb. Next I will make an NSFW raccoon art. I'm glad that's not of me at the very least. Whoop. There we go. Hydrate time, chat. Hydrate time. There we go. Whoop. And then I can do this and go around the back like that. Whoop. Oops. Like that and like this. This is very precarious the way I'm doing this, but it works. There we go. But yeah, now that I'm starting to shade it, the like crazy like color style of this thing, whatever it is, the little tool on his head is starting to like fit in more. But I also gotta do like the little inscriptions on his brim. Chat, I gotta make brimscription in brimshins. What's the word we use for this? In brimshins. Brimscriptions. Boop. And then like this. Kind of like that. I don't know how I feel about the colors though. Maybe we do like that instead. No. Boop, boop. I think that's better, honestly. Just like the darker brown. The man of rule, the main rule of interweb is if there's okay. It's not just the fact of the internet. Anyone who's known anyone who's on the internet knows it's impossible to not. Chat, that's fine. There's none of that of me. And they'd better not change because I said that. Wait, no, this is supposed to go the other direction. Oops. Boop, 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 boop. And then like this. Boop. You know what I mean? And then like this. Wait, hold on. Boop. And then boop. And then boop. And boop. And then boop boop. Oh no, it doesn't. It's not centered. Chat, what do I do if it's not centered? What do I do? Actually, I know exactly what to do. Hold on. I got this. I got this. I must simply do this. And then this. And then bring this down a little bit to there. There we go. There we go. Sorry, Neon, but I can't even defend you from that. What? Oh, look at this silly little worm. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, no, hold on. I'm stupid. This is supposed to go the other way. Bam, 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 bam. Like that. And then that. Wonder if it's edible. I wouldn't try and eat the dirt worm. Just maybe that's a personal preference on my end, but I would not try to consume the dirt worm. Anyway, there's the inscription on his hat. It kind of looks like it's being broken in Minecraft. But I kind of dig it, honestly. Maybe I make these darks a little brighter. Maybe I make the dark colors a little brighter. Yeah. 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 The dirt worm. I mean, hey, that is what this is, right? The dirt worm. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. And I still want to make these a little brighter. Boop. Hold on. Oh wait, I was erasing them. I'm stupid. Boop. Boop. Something like that. There are no pigs, there are no cows, there are no normal animals. Wait. Where did I get the meat in the Cobblemon world? There are no pigs, there are no cows, there are no animals. There's only one place the meat can come from. I like poison type poisonous, but if I eat my stomach's not going to have a good time. Yeah. Poisonous as in like you're eating literal mud from the earth. And that's probably not very good for your stomach. Boop. I don't know. I kind of just want to make the markings on his hat more subtle, I guess, is what I'm going for right now. Which, that kind of works. Just me doing that? I think that works. Boop. And then, boop. And then, like, that? No. This. No. I don't know what I'm doing. Icean Arceus kindly forgave them the ability to eat Pokemon, and then if the priestly gods were accepted, then the humans can lose their hunger. The lures and Pokemon champions trust. I hear Slowpoke tails are nice. Yeah. I mean, people used to eat Timigless. Keyword used to. They're all dead now. Where's this at? You. There we go. I think I fixed it. Yeah. I think that works. It's basically saying, I wonder if God tastes good. Excuse me. Ah. What if I make it orangier? Like this, and then like this. I kind of also dig that. But also, I have a better idea, chat. I came up with a better idea just now. Hold on. Whoop. We've gotta segment this somehow. Yeah, check that out. Whoop. All right. That's step one. Change topic. I just realized Latios is very good at travel. He is. He's very nice. Chat, but you see my new idea, right? This might just be easier. And then maybe if he became a lot brighter at the top. Boop, 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 boop. I just created a Twitch because I want to talk to other people. Valid. Welcome on over. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Check that out. I think I like this way better than the other one. And then also, I'm going to move his hat up so I can paint the inside. Look at his goofy face. You little goofy. As for the front two things here and here, I'm actually gonna move that like that. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. And then like this. Okay. And then we basically just have to go in and texture all of this to be the same. Like this. Who's but no one says that. No, they were on YouTube earlier, so you know, they literally didn't have a Twitch account. Exactly. Whoop. Don't be mean to new people, Zeno. They were on YouTube chat earlier. Boop, boop. Boop. And then we can do the corners like this. Hold on. We're gonna do something like this. Like that. Like that. And we're just going to paint the entire inside of his hat to be, I don't know, something, that's for sure. Whoop, like that. There we go. I think that works. I think I'm a fan of that. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you think of the... Hey guys, I have chocolate ice cream. Well, guess what? Last night I had coffee ice cream. So, I got cooler ice cream. Now I can bring his hat back down. Put it on his head where it belongs. Oh, wait. Like that. Dude, he's starting to look really nice. Also, this is so goofy. I was gonna share some to you, Neon, but what if you already have some, then no. Well, it probably has corn syrup in it anyway, and I can't eat that because I'm allergic, so... Appreciate the gesture, though. Let's see here. I want to do this, I think. Whoop. Like that. Whoop. And then like that. Boop. And then like this. Okay. And then like this. Okay. And then we add like a little... You know? I kind of dig that. And then up at the top, we could have like a brighter yellow. Boop. Okay, I kind of like the singular pixel. The singular pixel speaks to me. Like that. Neon should like a DBZ. Neon sound like a DBZ like character. What? So when I screamed Neon, it's because you did not want it anyway. It sounded like a Dragon Ball character scream on Neon like it's a Dragon Ball enemy. What? I'm so confused right now. Alrighty. However, I do think... Hold on, what color are you? Are you that color? Okay, yes. Okay. Boop. Like that. And then I'm gonna do this. Boop. And then like this. Ooh. Ooh, wait, that's nice. I like that. It's very simple, but it's so good. Boop. I like that a whole lot. I don't know why. That just I fluked the heck out of that. Boop. Boop, boop. Like that. And then like that. Whoop. I could technically do that, but I don't think that looks very good. Whoop. Okay. Also, Neon, did you know I made some streaming sessions, but it's boring and dumb just me singing music as I'm deciding what to do for all the streams? And one of them lags so hard. Yeah, there's some things that can go wrong when you're like first trying to figure out how to stream. I know like it's a common thing where like your stream becomes really laggy if you don't have like the settings set correctly or whatever, and it can be annoying. I get that. It's just trust me, I've had it happen like once or twice, I think. I don't remember. But it's all just a learning experience, you know what I mean? No, who's the internet? That's also fair. The internet can also cause you to have bad internet, believe it or not. This is... Whoop. We're gonna do this. Whoop. And then this for the back. Except for here, we're gonna do this. Okay. Chat, how does that look? That looks pretty nice, right? I still don't know why the yellow's peeking through here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Boop. Maybe I make this 0.2. Does it still happen if I do that? No. Okay, problem solved. Your grandma's internet shuts off randomly. You have to use your phone internet. Ugh. I know what that's like. It's not fun at all. Especially since it like starts yelling at you instantly after you start using phone internet, and it's like, you've run out of data, you've run out of data, go, you're gonna die, everything's going to explode and crash and burn. You know what I mean? Whoop. Like that. Like this, like that. Whoop. Then on his back, we can do like this. Whoop. Whoop. I don't know if I like that actually. Boop. Hold on, let me put his head back down so that I can see what I'm actually looking at here when it's normal. Boop. I like that. I like that. I dig it. Okay. Boop. Now. Okay. Chat, what do you think looks good? Do you think that looks good? I think that looks good, actually. Whoop. And then we need the darker colors, which will be like this. That looks decent, I think. Whoop. And then like this. And then like this. Whoop. There we go. I kind of really dig that. Pushes the tail of Worm gently. You're gonna impale yourself on that. His tail's sharp. Let's see here. I also need to do the back of this, which I think I can just do that. What am I looking at here? Hold on. Oh, I see what went wrong. That's wrong. Boop. Like that. And then we're just gonna do this. There we go. I have no idea what that's gonna look like on the hood. So. Galarian Reezing and Raid Duns is fixed now. Let's go! W. Whoop. Boop. And then here we can do gray like this. Okay, I like that a whole lot. Boop. Ah! Boop. 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 There we go. There's the tail done. Now I just need to do the back of his hat. Whoop, like that. Or not his hat, his like head thing. That's literally called his head thing. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And then it'll be 3 like this. Like that. And then like this. And like that. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. We are now done with the main texture for Madao, but I like this guy a whole lot. I think he looks sick. You have it technically done. As long as it's not crashing, I can go ahead and add it. Worm. I'm gonna return to being a hermit. There's so much going on in Twitch my tiny brain can't comprehend. That's valid. It takes some getting used to, you know? Twitch definitely does take getting used to. Let's see here. What is it time for now? That's right, the shiny. Which, shiny Madob looks crazy, by the way. Hold on. I have a feeling you guys are gonna like shiny Madob. I'm gonna bring up a reference image on stream, as a matter of fact. The thing that this guy evolves into, I believe, in my personal opinion, is top 1 shiny in this entire project. Boop. We're going to add reference image. Boop. Here's Madob's shiny. It is sick looking. Bam 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 bam. Also, yes, I know there's wait a second. I didn't texture his feetsies. How dare I? Whoop. How could I forget to texture the feet? Boop. Boop. Like this. Like that. Boop. I'm not doing a very thorough job at texturing this guy. I'm leaving a lot of the blank spots, like, not textured. So I'm going to have to go through and fix all that. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. 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 Oops. Goes like that. Emo mode. What, his shiny texture? You're calling his shiny texture emo mode? That's funny. He is in his angst phase. Boop. Alright, now we have to simply do this. And then do this, and this, and this, and this. Do. I have no idea. I'm just hoping that this is correct, honestly. Boop. Oh, that's not even the right. Okay. And then like this, and like this, and like this. Maybe. Genuinely no idea. Neon, check DMs. Red clay versus uncolored clay. Yes, that's actually exactly what I was going for, Mirage. Like terracotta versus Minecraft clay. Oh. Boop. Thanks for that, Staffy, by the way. I will make use of this. I will make use of the thing you sent me. On the Minecraft server. Okay, now he's fully textured. At least to an extent that I'm comfortable with. Which means... Boop, we can now make the shiny. Which I'm going to start off by doing the gray bits. Boop. Boop. Which this color can be like an in-between, like that. And then this color can be that color. And then this color, wait, nope, wait, what? Hello? Oh, I'm coloring the wrong thing. Oops, my bad. No, not you. What is this? This color. There we go. Like that. Boop. And then a little darker for this guy. Boop. Wait, hold on. Boop. 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 Like that, right? And then for this light gray, we change it to that color. And then we change that to this color. Right? Don't check Discord, I caught the game crasher. Nice. Can you add the add-on on stream and check it out? Maybe on Thursday. Yeah. You've caught the game crashers, you know, congrats. Boop. Now we do this. Oh, wait, hold on. We do this. This. Boop. Boop. And then the dark color. Wait, no, hold on. This. And then a little brighter would be this. Then in between the two would be this. Boop. Alright. And then we need, for this color, oops. We do like that. And then this. Why is that doing that? That's a good question. I don't know why that's doing that. Boop. And then boop. And then boop. Hold on. Boop. Like that. And then we can do this. No, this. Boop. Lord, I love when it lets me select the color that I'm going for. Boop, like that. And then this color. Boop. No, that's too green. And where is his other eyeball? Hello? He's got two. Boop. Maybe I make his eyes gold. Maybe I make them gold instead. I feel like I might enjoy making them gold a little more. There we go. Or maybe a darker green, because I feel like this green is way too bright. Boop. Boop-a-doo. Your favorite boy is the Gunfly. I like the Gunfly. He's silly. You gotta go breakfast. Alrighty. Have fun at breakfast. Also, I need to do this without accidentally changing the color of the gold parts of him. Ba-da-boo. Hey, I've been following your tutorial on YouTube, but I made my Cobblemon block bench model file instead of a JSON. Does that matter, or do I need to change it somehow? If you go to save as, probably, or maybe, hold on. If you go to export, yeah, if you do export and then export Bedrock Geometry, you can just get the JSON file. Yeah. Also, hi Radio Medic. I hope you're doing okay today. Whoop. But yeah, it's not gonna work if you use the block bench model, unfortunately. And if you take his hat off, he looks really goofy. Hold on, let's minimize this so I can see. You're doing okay. You're doing well. Hope you are too. I'm doing great. Thanks for stopping by. Pretty easy to change it to a JSON. Block bench model is just easy for when you're working on the model still. Yeah, I personally never save them as block bench models, but that's because I'm a psycho. Anyway, chat, rate the shiny. Boop. Okay, first of all, chat, rate the model, and then rate the shiny. Good shiny. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this shiny. I wanted to, like, I was like, you know what? For this Pokemon specifically, I'm like, I've been doing like a lot of subtler shinies, like the Raptor and Raktress line, and like, I did the Barbekion shinies. I did the Kubrick shinies are kind of an exception because that was a suggestion from chat. But like, I had done a lot of shinies where at least one part of the Pokemon like stayed the same color. So I'm just like, you know what? No more. I'm going to do something crazy. And I just made him in like he's a zombie now, you know? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. And I also like how much more wide-eyed he is. Also, ugh, this model file looks so goofy the way we made it, but it works, so I don't even care. Boop. We have time, by the way, so we can do like we can do an animation or two. Subtle shinies are fun, but sometimes you gotta do something drastic. That's what I'm saying. Let's see here. Now, chat, for his idle animation, because I definitely want the battle animation to be, like, upright like this, right? But for the idle animation, do we make him, like, on the ground type deal? Like, oh, not like that. Hold on. Let me delete all keyframes real quick. Because theoretically, he could move around like this, you know? You know what I mean? Doesn't look very pretty, but he could. I'm constantly taking his hat. Yeah, I don't mean to. It just kind of happens. Boop. Because he could totally be on the ground like this if we so desired. Whoop. You know what I mean? Maybe move his head up a bit. Yeah, I thought about it. But then I don't want the... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just weird because his head pivots on the ground. So I'm like... Maybe actually... We just do that. Whoop. We move it back a little bit like that. Because we totally could do something like this. When he's like walking around. You see what I mean? Like we've got options. It's not awful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you take his hat off and it's like, whoa, bald alert. Also, his hat is not center pivot point. Hold on. Boop. There we go. Whee! I personally really like this pose a whole lot. Bald, Neon Redeem 1. So here's the thing. My model literally can't be bald. Like, it doesn't have a toggle for it. So, probably not for a very long time. If at all. Whoop. Chat, that's a thing that we could do for the stream anniversary. We could commission a 2.0 model. And also, I don't think the top of him looks too bad when he's like this. Although I would do that. I don't like how I'm zoomed in right now. Hold on. Just let me... Something like that, maybe? Boop, boop, boop. And... boop. Like this. There we go. That looks a little better. Now, question is, how would I go about putting him on the ground like this? Because I could just do this. Whoop. And then I just kind of... let's see here. That's at 0, that's at 7.5, so this would have to be at 7.5. So with this, 7.5. We can move it to the ground, which would be down like that. And then we rotate it forward by like 15. Whoop. And then we just take these legs and we move them out a little bit. Ooh, painting error. Boop. That's no bueno. There we go, fixed it. You kind of see where I'm going. I want to see your brain. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. Boop. This is also going to be 7.5, like that. We can move it down to there. Like that. Ah! Back 20, I guess? No, I like 15 better. There we go. And then we can just have that like that, you know? What happened? Chat, how do I fix this? Textured, thank you. Also, hopefully there's no broken textures on this guy. Ooh, I see a broken texture. Boop, boop. There we go. But yeah, he can be in either pose. I think either one works. But you know what I mean? Hi, Typo. How are you? Typo, do you like our bug? Look at him. I think he's pretty darn accurate to the picture. And he's also shiny. And also you can do this. Typo, look at this. One pose is battle, one pose is passive. That's what I'm thinking. But you can also do this. Whoop! And now he's bald. Chat, which side are you on? Whoop, whoop. Are you team hat or no hat? Because I honestly like both. Actually, not his battle push should have a stinger pointed towards more towards his opponent. Yeah, make using shears remove the hat. I don't know how to do that. Although I totally would if I could. If I knew how. Typo, you know how to do that. You can do that. You can code that part. Oops. What did I do? Ah! He's bald! And you could wear it yourself. I don't know about that part. But anyway, here he is when he's freaking awesome. Also, I need to add a root folder. Root. And then it'll be 0. 0. Maybe it'll be a little forward. Oops. Like there, maybe? That seems about right. Like right there for the root. And then for this pose, he will just be slightly back more. There we go. So now he's at least centered. He's like an accordion. You got a new couch, so you have to assemble it. I'm so tired, though. Cool. That's pretty neat, actually. I didn't... You know what? That's cool. W couch. Chat, type W couch. Or W couch. Boo-doo-bip-bip-boo-doo. Bit-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. How does this guy wanna behave when he is on the ground? Thank you, Crimson. This hat should be absolutely launched the heck off when he faints. Yeah, he like the hat when he faints, it's like whee, and it like flies off somewhere else. And he like gets knocked back and like curls up into a little ball on his side. That would be funny. However, it would be incredibly hard to do because his hat is linked to his head, which is kind of a nightmare. Which means if I move the head, I move the hat as well. So it's like, I move the hat, and then the head is like... Or actually... What pottery shard will Pupicata drop? That's a good question. Probably the Ditto one. I don't know. Hold on. I need to group this. Group elements. Actual head. And then this can be head. And then hats can go in this one. Boop. So if I need to move both, I can do this. But for like his faint animation, I can move exclusively the head and exclusively the hat. You know what I mean? I also want to put the pivot point like here so he can like, you know what I mean? It's rattling around in his skull. Ah! I need to fix this. Where's his real head? Boop. Actual head, you need to be on this one. There we go. Now, how does he move? That's a good question. Looney Tunes level funny. It should fly off then hit him on the head, which makes him faint. Wait, that's sick. Whoop. Oh wait, no, not actual head. Heck, this is gonna be so much more annoying now. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. I have an idea, chat. I have a concept, okay? Hear me out here. What if he goes up and then whoop, like this? Not left leg back. What am I doing? This. We put that here. Excuse me. What if he boogies? Whoop. Maybe his head goes too high up here. There we go. Nope, 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 stop. And then like this. And then like this, smooth. You know? And then here we can do like that. Whoop. And then we can say, okay, smooth. Okay, that's the wrong way around, but you get the idea. Whoop. Linear, smooth, and then linear. And then here we do the same thing. 5. Or maybe, where does this rotate from? Okay, no, it needs to be here. Whoop. Like that, and like that, and then like this. Wait, hold on, I'm stupid. Like that, right? And then... Then over here, he goes like 7.5, 7.5, and then the other way, like that. And then the other way again. Whoop. And then smooth. And then all we have left to do is to stagger. Yeah. I dig this, actually. I dig this a whole lot. Whoop. And then we make this smooth, no, linear, like that, linear. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And then we can do like this. Whoop. He's a very simple model, so I'm not afraid to do funky stuff with it, you know? Smooth. Linear like that. And then... Whoop. Like this. Whoop. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. Like that. And then on this side, we can go 5, 5, 5, 5. And then interpolation smooth. And then here we do that. And then I need the other two legs, which is this one, and I don't know where the other one is. Boop. This one. Boop. And then this. Whoop. Like that. Whoop. And then we need to stagger this as well. Because that is too soon. Like right there, maybe? Like that. Boop. Boop. There we go. That looks decent, right? I think that looks pretty good. And then... As for his butt, he can... Whoop. I want to say here it goes up by 2.5. Just like that. Whoop. Make him do the wiggle when he walks. True. And then here he can go that way. And then this way. Boop. And then down 5. Down 5 and down 5. And then here he can go up 5. Whoop. And then smooth. And like right there. Linear, please. Linear. Whoop. No! Whoop. Now I need to... Boop. 5, I believe? Like, no, 7.5. Right? No. That's fine on that side. This side is not. I don't know what to do. This is chat. Maybe I just do this. Hold on. 7.5. What is this one set to? Boop. Hello. It's something freaking insane. That's what. $10. Oh, that's why. 10, like that. Right here, we can rotate back 5. And then back to that. Okay, I think this works. Doodaloo. Like that. And like this. There we go. I think that works. I think that works for an idle animation, chat. What do you think? He kinda gets funky with it, you know? Alrighty, that's pretty nice. I do like that a whole lot. Now... I think we'll do ground walk and battle idle today, but that's about it. Madaub dot ground underscore walk. Boop. And then he becomes the Sphinx for a second. Yeah, excuse me. You having trouble joining? What do you mean? The Minecraft server? Oh. I'll tell you what your problem is right now. Are you ready? You gotta allocate more RAM. It's probably like 50 right now. It needs to be like at 6,000. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Hydrate. Fine. There we go. Wait, what if I do this? Hold on. Whoop. If I just highlight all of these, I do copy, I do paste. No. Hello? Am I? Hold on. Copy, paste, right? And then we do ground idle, and I take all the ones from 0.5. Like this. Paste. Okay, it's not quite there. Boop. The head position is fine. This is not okay. Hold on. My PC sucks. See, you gotta allocate more RAM. You can do that straight from your launcher. You just go to like settings or whatever. Also, this is not working very well. I need this guy, his head. I need it when it's in the middle. Round walk. Like that. I need this. Boop. Okay. Like that. You don't need to give it a ton of RAM. You need to give it a decent amount of RAM. I know that. Boop. The body needs to be back a little bit. How do I want to do this? Also, chat, would this guy be friends with Larform, or would they kill each other? Serious answers only. Definitely kill. That's fair. I mean, look at him. Doesn't he look evil? Ground walk. I think I'm gonna start off by doing the little feetsies. Boop. Hold on. Oops, I messed that up. 12.5 like that. $15. Whoop. I was conceptualizing a new fake mod and I accidentally created Pyroworks' biggest hater. Do tell. We have to know now. Whoop. Like that. And then we can do 15 like that. $15 and $30 like that. 30, right? And then we go 30 down again. $25 like that. 30, 25. Whoop. Whoop. Right? And then we just add this to the other legs. Left leg front. We add this to right leg, left leg middle, left leg back. He's rowing his boat. Boop. Boop. And we take these two. We stagger them by that much. We say, okay, I want you to be linear like that. And then we make you... Wait, hold on. No, I also need this. Linear. Boop, 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 boop. And then smooth. And then we take the two back ones. And then we move it forward even more. And we say, okay, this is going to be our linear point. Like that. And then you are going to be smooth. There we go. And now he's got his little arms. Boop. And then we can do this. Let's see here. Right here, I'm gonna have you be down and then up. And then down, and then up like this. And then I think I want to move the entire thing up a little bit. Because I want to do this. Whoop. Boop. And then I do this. Boop. And then like this. Okay. It's a work in progress, but you can see the idea. And then here, we're gonna go down again on body 2. Body 1 is going to be like that. Whoopity. And then we can make it all smooth, smooth. No, it needs to be like this. Hold on. Down like that. Yeah. Except here, hold on. This transition here is not very great, so I'm gonna do... Whoop. Like that. And then here, like that. And then here, I kind of want to raise this up a little bit. Maybe, hold on. Rotation like that, and then the butt needs to go up a little bit like that. Boop. Four times fire weakness attack on Pokemon in its eyes. This is power work is just some kamikaze train, so it hates them. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Let's see here. Chat, what are we thinking so far? My dog top 10, 100,000 name, by the way. It's definitely a shoulder buddy Pokemon. Oh, absolutely. Whoop. Let's see here. Right here, this needs to go up a little more. Like that. There we go. Now we just need to do the head as well. Yeah, do you approve if I make a punk style emo fan art of this creature you're making? Sure. Whoop. What if I do this? Boop, boop. Ooh, wait, that's sick. Nope, I need head. Boop. And then we go down a little bit. And then here we can go up a little bit. Didn't you make Kubrick small so he could be shoulder buddy? I don't remember. All this scaling in the data pack is pretty inconsistent as of now, kind of. Maybe I haven't looked at everyone side by side. Something like that. It is, I will admit, it is very inconsistent, but, you know. Whoop. Chat, this is kind of peak, not gonna lie. Does he go on the ground at all? Yeah, he totally does. Oops. Head. Boop. No, I don't like that. Whoop. This is how blood walks. What is the little goober name? Madobe? Madobe? Squirmy wormy? Yes, it's squirmy wormy. This little walk? Yeah. I think it's pretty neat. I'm also a big fan of how you can just see the top of his head through his hat. Mudhub is my lowest effort fake mod name, but it works. Look at him. He's so silly. Now we're not quite done with the walk though, because we have to let's see here. I kind of want to... No. I kind of want to do that. Except instead it'll be like that. He's doing the worm. Wait, hold on. Why does he kind of wobble with it? I don't know why he kind of like tilts to the side the slightest bit. Give me a ref of the normal and shiny, may you please? Yes, yes, yep. Chat. Get your screenshots. Get your screenshots. Get your screenshots while you can. There we go. Alright, all good? All good? Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're good. We're chilling. Alrighty. Next is the head swaying thing. Chat, do we have a name for this thing? Because I literally don't have a name for it. I just literally called it head thing. Whoop. Smooth. That works. Linear, like that. Emo hat, pottery bowl, neon its helmet. No, I mean the little clip thing that comes out of the helmet. What is that? The antenna? I guess that is an antenna, isn't it? But like it kind of isn't though, because if you look at it like this, it's like Also, this is who you're bullying when you bully this streamer, by the way. It also kind of looks like a pottery carving tool. Exactly. As a matter of fact, that's precisely what it is. The red part of that one thing with a stick. What? Neon, he's an old-fashioned light bulb without the glass. He's Jacob's ladder. Is that what you're saying? Good eye mirage. Yeah. His tail's also a pottery tool, for the record. Chat, do you prefer him with or without the helmet? Be honest. He looks a little too close to Caterpie, in my opinion, if he doesn't have the helmet on. His head is a plunger without a stick. True! His hat is a plunger. For the record, that's a plunger. He looks like a little freak. Fantastic. Ah! Sorry. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna animate his tail now, which should be easy. 12.5. 20. Whoop. Smooth. Something like this, maybe? We'll see how this looks. I have no point of reference for how this will turn out. Okay, I think that looks nice. But I kind of want it to go down more, maybe? Maybe. Actually, you know what? No, this is fine. Because if I look at him from this angle, suddenly it all makes sense in my head. You know what I mean? I like his worm, like, I like his worm visage. That's not the right word. The Deltarune Floridans would keep a bunch of them in a tank and just stare at them for days straight. Dude, I've been licking these Madobs. What? No, that was my Rudin. That was my Florudin impression. Plunge your hat. Yes, thank you, Staffy. Alrighty. Next up. What do we got? I don't know. I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think it necessarily needs to be perfect. You know what I mean? Next up we've got Battle. Ah! He set up so fast that his hat fell off. Whee! Actual head, I need you to go to regular head. There we go. So yeah, normal. And then when he's in battle, he goes, dun. Battle _ idle. Hold on, I'm gonna go down 5 like this, and then up 5, up 7.5, right? Whoop. Like this. And then head. Okay, first of all, I need to stagger this. Smooth. Smooth. I also want to make it a little shorter. Linear. Linear. And then stagger it like this. Boop. Boop, boop. Yeah. Okay, cool. Boop. And we'll make it a little longer. Right? And then here we can do... Oh, not that. We can do head. And then here we can do like... Now we can do like 5 like that. And then 5 like that, maybe? Whoop. Like this, and then we smoothen it all out. Neon, make him square up, wiggle his arms like he's gonna throw a punch. That is a good idea. Hold on, I also want to do this. Whoop. Yeah, don't mess with Madob. He'll punch you and do 0 damage. And then I also want to do this. Whoop. Whoop. Like that. And then we're gonna fix this. so that it is the correct rotation. Right? Right? This is something. Oops. And then 12.5. 12.5. Yeah, he's like rocking out now. Stop doing that. It's just... Five. 5. He can't maintain eye contact, just like me, for real. I mean, I tried to make him look sideways, so like he's like trying to look at you straight with one of his eyes. But I don't think I accomplished that very well. Oh well, it's fine. Whoop. And then we'll just add a little bit of this. Right? And then a little bit of this. Hold on. How it feels to be a prey animal, eyes on side of head. Exactly. And then there's Timiglis, whose eyes are directly in front of it. And yet it still dies to everything. We're gonna do 7.5. Right? And then 15 on this side, right? 7.5, like, hold on. 10. 10, and then a 10. We're gonna do 10 like that. And then 20 the other direction. No, that's not right. Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. I don't know why that's correct. And then we can go 5 down, 5 down, and then 5 down. And then here we can go 5, 7.5 up. Whoop. Yeah. He's ready to get active. Timiglis does not have peripheral vision. That's so true. I feel like this honestly could be tilted the other way. Whoop. Boop, boop. And then we also have to smoothen it, stagger it by that much. And then linear, and linear like that. I don't know how I feel about that, though. I think I like it better like that, actually. Yeah, no. Oh well. Coughing Baby versus Coughing Baby. Bonsai versus Timiglis. Nah, Timiglis would win. Because Bonsai's tears aren't real. Ultimate Trio Larform versus Bonsai versus Timiglis. Dude, Timiglis would know Dire Whip as an egg move, and then Bonsai would get Sturdy, and then Copycat, and then one-shot the other two. LARP form? Oh no! We've invented a new word, chat. We've invented a new word. Whoop. I fear we have invented new vocabulary for our chat to use. Alrighty. We're gonna do 10 here. 10 here, right? Whoop. Here we're gonna do 5. 5 and then down 20. 5 and then down 20. Whoop. Like this. Alrighty. Ado LARP form emote when. Dude, can we make, hold on. You know the picture of like sad SpongeBob that got edited into Sadness Combat? Can somebody make that, but it's a LARP form? And it's called LARP form. Whoop. Like this, and then like this. Whoop. Smooth. And then we make it staggered like that much. Yeah. Linear. Whoop. And then we gotta make the front arms do some cool stuff too. Whoop. Right here. We'll go like 20 up like that. Whoop. Right? $15. And then here we can do 15 here. I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more, screaming at the angels as they pushed him through the door. Excuse me, sir, there must have been someone you confused me for. If I could see someone who knows me or somebody you... Oh. You're quoting a song that I don't know. Wait. Okay, I actually don't like how it goes through. 7.5. 7.5. What if I rotate this way? 20. 20. There we go. I like this guy. Screaming angels. Scream at angels or screaming angels. Mega Madob. Thank you, Steffi. You should post that in the server. That's fun. All right, do we think stagger on the little arm swings? I'm thinking maybe. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, definitely. Look at him. He's so goofy. We got idle. Oh, wait. How could we forget? Hold on. Whoop. And then when we get to here, we gotta correct it and then go up like this. And then back down. Oh, but it can't be that far. Okay, so it's gotta be like this. Whoop. Like this. Like that. And then smooth. Whoop. This is pretty neat, I think. Boop. Although, I want to say that this is too far up. I want to say I bring it back down to like 10. Boop. Boop. And then we remake this. Do you like it? I think it's silly. There we go. Chat, what do you think of Mudob's battle animation? Posture check. Ah! There we go. Mega Daubor with 145 speed, 150 attack, and adaptability, and basically nothing else. That sounds familiar. That sounds... And also we get the albino shiny. There he goes. This would be one of the coolest shinies to find in the wild, by the way. Can I be honest? This is so... Like, the thing this evolves into is such a cool shiny. Oh my lord. Ah! Neon, is he emissive? Mudob? No. I thought about making his eyes emissive, but I don't think I'm going to. He doesn't really... Well, I guess he kind of has a need to see in the dark, because he, like... But he doesn't really burrow into things. He kind of just... Oh. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Pupicata's eyes emissive, and I'm going to make Daubor's eyes emissive, but not Mudob. Guys, do I do a Perry the Platypus? Do I do a Perry the Platypus plumber up Fakemon in my add-on? I mean, sure, why not? But specifically his hat. Anyway, chat, though. I think I am going to wrap up stream here for now, because we got a ton done. Like, I'm surprised. We got all this in one sitting. It's kind of awesome. I think the yellow stripe should be just very slightly emissive. The emissive texture is transparent to make it dimmer. Because it's from the construction vest. I guess so, yeah. He does turn into a kind of construction Pokemon, doesn't he? That's not at all what I was going for when I drew him, by the way, but, like, it kind of works out. Watchog, yeah. Which, by the way, chat, since this guy was so difficult to color, like, honestly, the hardest Pokemon to pick a color scheme for, because, like, holy crap. First of all, I wanted it to be obviously a bug type, which means that I had to have this green somewhere in it, right? So obviously I had to make it green. I also wanted the... I had to have the clay color, right? Because I wanted him to be like clay. You had to bully me into making it look for a bee? That's true. But, like, I wanted to convey somehow through, like, some semblance that this thing could reasonably turn into a bee when it evolves, so I also wanted to add yellow and black to it, which was 4 colors in and of its own that was just like, I need to figure out some way to make it look not terrible. And also, I wanted his snout to be clay-colored, and I wanted his arms to be clay-colored, because I wanted it to seem like, oh, he's, like, covered his face and arms in clay, because he's, like, making so much stuff, you know? Neon, you made him red? I don't even remember what the old Daubor looked like. I did it on stream, and then I immediately scrapped it, if I remember correctly. But yeah. Whoop. Anyway, though, I love Madob. He's such a silly guy. See, the hat gives him so much more expressiveness, in my opinion. Because, like, with the hat, he looks like serious. But then you take the hat off, and all of a sudden he's, like, bald. And it's crazy, because he still looks like a complete design, even without the hat. But then you put the hat on, and it's like, oh, he's supposed to have a hat. He's quite great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of awesome. Anyway, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap stream up here. We'll see if we can find somebody to raid into chat. Who are we raiding today? Who are we raiding today? Pupicata, Betty, have some funny anime. Dude, I have so much fun stuff planned for Pupicata. It's not even, it's like so awesome. Let's see then. Who are we raiding, chat? Got any suggestions? Got any suggestions? Let's see here. Meanwhile, Daubor is John Aura. Cobblemon streamer? Bet. Cobblemon. Let's raid into... Let's see here. Do we raid into Pixel Prill, who's doing day 3 of Cobblemon? Or are we doing... Or are we raiding... Raid Kai CNAT? No. Or are we doing... Are we raiding into Kumodi? Kumodi or Pixel Prill, chat? One of them is a bear, like, PNG tuber, and the other one's a cat VTuber. Can you add my add-on today after stream ends? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna raid into the bear. Kumodi. Ooh, they have like click to interact with stream and whatnot. Chat, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Kumodi. They're playing Cobblemon right now. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today. I think you guys really are gonna like Madob's line when he's done. Hopefully, we could just make it into a minor update for the add-on and just like throw Madob line in there when we're done with it, and it won't be like a whole 3-month ordeal like the previous update was. 5 trillion gunflies. It'll be fine, chat. It'll be fine. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to tune in Thursday. I am busy between now and then, but Thursday we are going to be doing a Cobblemon stream on the server with the new update, so look forward to that. We are going to be getting a lot of the new stuff, as well as maybe Staffy's add-on, and I also want to complete the decks for Koishi's add-on as well. But anyway, Toy Story 3 CD case solos all. I gotta take a look at the stats for those guys, because they might be... I don't know how strong they are, but like, it seems like it'd be fun. But anyway, chat, that is going to be it for me today. Go say hi to Kumodi for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye!
Directly to the left of the Temple Plaza is the Integration. We're in the triangle just to the left. Oh, so maybe that's the cafe.
And bye,
right
YouTube
there.
chat.
Oh, what's happening?